So as I said, probably for the span of about 3 years, the EntreMusician community has been blessed with the spirit of Robbie, who just comes in and he's kind of like the flow of what happens inside the community. I don't know how else to describe it. That would be right, though, yes?
I don't know. I just do it. Just putting my points in, and that's about it.
Robbie doing the weave, like, and everybody, there used to be a commercial, an E.F. Hutton commercial, like when E.F. Hutton speaks, everybody just chills. That's the way it is with Robbie.
But look, I'm just glad my little 2 cents can be added to the community, and hopefully it benefits somebody. So. Yeah.
Always does without fail. One of the things about you that I really admire, I mean, you're a go-to as far as unique production is concerned. I don't know how else to say that. You once did a podcast where you let us in on some of the tips, and I just think that your approach is very unique. Your music is always crystal clear. It always stands out, and you're always making a point like over here. It's not average. It's that little special touch. So I really appreciate that from you. I don't know if I ever said that to you before.
Okay, well, that's interesting, because I truly, for me, in doing production, writing, anything, I try to be authentic, and in being authentic, then I guess it comes out as being unique. So,
well, it's very authentic. It's beautiful. I have to tell this one thing too, and then we'll get into the song today. But I have to say this so that people know this, and I mean this very sincerely, because back when I was ministering to someone who was transitioning, and her name was Cheryl. And she was really transitioning. Hospice had come in, and you did me the greatest favor, man, by sending me How Great Thou Art a cappella. And I was able to take that into Cheryl's room and to play that. And she had been non-responsive for about 21 hours. And when your voice began singing, she opened her eyes, bro. So I just want you to know how unique and how special and how anointed your voice is, man. I just got to say that. Everybody needed to hear that, and that's what happened. I was there in the room. So thank you for being the brother you are.
That's the goal, I guess, to some degree. You want to be able to touch somebody in a situation like that. You want to be able to reach and touch somebody's soul and give comfort in some sense. That's kind of why I named my my production company Zoe Music Group, because just in my research, and both of us, we have in common, both of us are ministers, and so we do the research. And in my research, I mean, everybody knows the verse that God blew the breath of life, and so the actual interpretation of that word life is life as God intended. So Zoe, for me, it's all of the music that I want to do and that I want to create. I want to create it from that perspective of life as God intended.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right on. That now at this point you can take a text if you want to.
Look, I'm right in front of my keyboard here.
If that's what you want to do, you can just go ahead and take a text and we can roll with it, man. But I am so grateful for this song, man, today. Jiminy, you got to tell us what the backstory is. What was the inspiration and motivation by it? So as we listen to it, we can know your approach.
Well, I had the thought of, how we always say, I love you, or, I care about somebody, or, all of that stuff. And it becomes kind of trite. For some people to just say, just kind of a backhand thing, or, I love you too kind of thing. So the verse for me, I thought of, it says, why can't we promise to love? Why not today?
Yeah.
So, and it was kind of written in an environment of just a few years ago, out of just all of the craziness within the world and all of, I think it was like pre-pandemic, really. Yeah. I actually finished it probably during the pandemic, but it was just, a lot of craziness. And it was just like, okay, let's get back to just loving each other and make that promise to each other. So that's kind of the premise of the song. So
my favorite part of that song is the finger snaps. It's just so groovy. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to make it really just bare. I didn't want to have a whole lot of stuff going on because in a sense, I wanted people to hear the words to the song.
Yeah.
And it's one of the few songs that I actually wrote the lyrics to and was able to like finish it and just go through it, because I struggle real hard with lyrics, but I just kind of went through it. So I think that's in line with Zoe music and to my, in a sense. So
yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. I agree with you. I think as I listen to it, that Today is one of those songs that wrote itself, actually.
Yeah. I mean, because like I said, it was birthed out of just the environment and how the world was, people were treating each other and all of that stuff. And I'm like, wait a minute, let's pump the brakes and, let's why can't we promise to love each other today? Mm-hmm. Let's do that. And let's do that now. Absolutely. Instead of waiting. That's basically what it says. Just instead of waiting. So
yeah, I can dig that. Well, listen, let me tell you before we get to the song, I love you, bro. Peace and
love you back,
to you,
man. Love you back. Love you. And I'm just not saying it, man. I love you back, man. We've had a relationship for about 3 or 4 years, maybe longer.
Yeah.
And it just clicked, Right. It was like, okay. It
Absolutely
just works.
Right.
Cool.
Absolutely right. No, it's the appropriate tune. Is the best way to start off this Monday Music Corner. This is Robbie. Robbie's from Richmond, Virginia. You can reach him through zmg4life.com. And this is Today. Let's roll with it.
When will our song begin? And when will our hearts begin to mend? And when can we cry no more? When will peace be fulfilled? And when will the world stand still? It's not like it was before, but before it gets worse, what matters comes first. Let's start with our hearts rebirth. So why can't we promise to love? Why not today?